Imagine being 8 months pregnant and walking for 2 full days through the hot Arizona desert. Well, that's what exactly happened to Erica, a woman from Guatemala who hoped to build a better life in the United States. But after all the struggles, she was arrested and now faces deportation with her newborn baby. So, let's break down what exactly happened, why it's such a big deal, and what it tells us about immigration today. First, let's know the girl. Erica is from Guatemala, a country where many people live in poverty and face violence from the gangs. Like thousands of others, she left her home hoping to find safety in the US. She crossed the border from Mexico near an area called Tres Ranch, about 74 miles southwest of Arizona. At that point of time, she was 8 months pregnant. For 2 days, she walked across the desert facing extreme heat and danger, and soon after crossing the US border, agents arrested her. She gave birth, but then she was arrested again. Yes, on April 30th, Erica gave birth to a healthy baby boy. But instead of getting time to recover, just 2 days later, immigration agents came to the hospital and arrested her again. Federal agents were reportedly waiting outside her hospital room the entire time. Many people were shocked after this. Usually in the past, the US immigration officers stayed away from places like hospitals, schools, or churches. But under Donald Trump's administration, things have changed. The rules become much stricter and agents were allowed to arrest people even in the hospitals. Erica was accused of entering the US illegally. The government planned to use a process called expedited removal, which means that they can deport somebody very quickly without much time to fight their case. But later, because of pressure from local community groups and lawyers, she was released from the custody, though she now has a court date with an immigration judge. But yes, here's something many people don't know about. Any child born in the US automatically becomes a US citizen. This is called birthright citizenship, guaranteed by 14th Amendment. So, practically, Erica's baby is a US citizen, even though she is not. But yes, now Erica has to make very tough choices. Take her baby back to Guatemala if she is deported, or leave her baby in the US under the care of a sponsor. Sadly, Erica doesn't have a family or friend in the US who can take care of the baby if she leaves. So you must be wondering what's next for Erica, right? Erica's lawyer says that she fled Guatemala to escape violence and danger and wants to apply for asylum, a legal protection for people who fear harm in their home country. But that's not easy. About 30% of asylum cases are approved in the US and 70% are rejected. Her future now depends on whether an immigration judge believes her case or not. If she is sent back to Guatemala, she may have to decide between leaving a US citizen of her baby behind or taking him to a place where she fears for their safety. Well, Erica's story is not unique, and that's the saddest part. In 2023, over 2 million migrants were arrested at the US-Mexico border, and many of them were women and families with young children. Violence, poverty, and climate change are pushing more and more people to make the dangerous journey. But the US immigration policies are getting stricter, and very few people are allowed to stay.